Have you ever wondered about the creative genius behind some of France's most iconic modern buildings? While many know Le Corbusier, his cousin and lifelong collaborator, Pierre Jeanneret, was a brilliant architect in his own right. Today, we're diving deep into Jeanneret's lesser-known but equally significant projects across France, exploring how his vision helped shape the country's post-war architectural landscape. From innovative housing solutions to cultural landmarks, get ready to uncover the French legacy of Pierre Jeanneret. Let's start our journey in the suburbs of Paris, at a place called Cité de la Motte in Drancy. This complex has a heavy, complicated history, but its architectural origins are rooted in a hopeful vision for the future. In the 1930s, as Paris faced a severe housing crisis, architects were challenged to create affordable, functional living spaces for the masses. Pierre Jeanneret, working alongside others, was part of this progressive movement. The goal was to build low-cost collective housing that wasn't just cheap, but also well-designed and dignified. The design of Cité de la Motte was revolutionary for its time. It embraced the open space concepts championed by Le Corbusier, which Jeanneret deeply believed in. Think large windows flooding apartments with natural light, a radical departure from the dark, cramped tenements of the past. The layouts were incredibly practical and user-friendly, focusing on efficient spatial organization to maximize comfort in a compact footprint. Long corridors and communal areas were designed to foster a sense of community. The project was a bold experiment in social housing, aiming to prove that modern architecture could improve the lives of ordinary people. While its later history is dark, the initial architectural intent of Cité de la Motte stands as a testament to Jeanneret's commitment to creating better living environments through thoughtful, humane design. Now, let us move from residential architecture to a temple of culture, the Museum of Modern Art in Paris, or Musée d'Art Moderne de la Ville de Paris. Housed in the Palais de Tokyo, this institution is a cornerstone of the city's art scene. While the building itself was constructed for the 1937 International Exposition, Pierre Jeanneret was involved in elements of its later redesign and development. His contribution was focused on ensuring the architectural space itself was as modern and forward-thinking as the art it was meant to display. The philosophy here was all about harmony. The architecture couldn't just be a container. It had to be in a dialogue with the artworks. Jeanneret's influence can be seen in the emphasis on a clean, contemporary aesthetic. The finishes are sleek and modern, creating a neutral yet powerful backdrop for the masterpieces of Picasso, Matisse, and Braque. The extensive use of glass and concrete, hallmarks of the modernist movement, is a key feature. Glass walls and large windows don't just bring in light. They connect the interior galleries with the city outside. The spatial planning is brilliant, guiding visitors through the collections in a way that feels intuitive and immersive. It reflects a deep understanding of how people interact with art and space, ensuring that the architectural environment enhances, rather than competes with, the creative works on display. Jeanneret helped shape a space where architecture and art merge seamlessly. Next, we'll zoom out from a single building to a much larger scale, the creation of entirely new cities. In the 1960s, France embarked on an ambitious urban planning initiative known as Les Villes Nouvelles, or the New Towns. The goal was massive: to relieve the immense population pressure on major cities like Paris by building new, self-sufficient urban centers from scratch. This was a colossal undertaking, requiring a huge team of visionary architects and planners, and Pierre Jeanneret was right there in the mix. This project was a laboratory for modern urbanism. It wasn't just about building houses. It was about designing a whole new way of life. The team applied cutting-edge urban planning methodologies, moving away from the chaotic, organic growth of old cities. They focused on creating a balanced, integrated environment where residential, commercial, and recreational functions were woven together into a cohesive whole. Imagine planned green spaces, pedestrian-friendly zones, and efficient public transport systems, all designed from the ground up. There was also a strong emphasis on advanced construction technologies and the use of sustainable materials, ideas that were far ahead of their time. The new towns were conceived as living models of modern efficiency and social progress. Jeanneret's involvement in this grand project showcases his ability to think beyond individual buildings and apply his architectural principles to the macro scale of city planning. He was helping to craft the blueprint for the future of urban living in France, a legacy that continues to influence planners and architects around the world today. Our final stop takes us to the sunny French Riviera in the city of Nice. Here, Jeanneret applied his modernist principles to a very different kind of building, a hospital. In the world of healthcare architecture, the focus is not just on function, but on fostering healing and well-being. Jeanneret's work on a modern hospital in Nice was a perfect example of how architecture can directly contribute to the healing process. He deeply embraced Le Corbusier's ideas about the importance of sunlight and fresh air, believing they were essential for patient recovery. The design of the hospital was centered on creating a comfortable, uplifting environment. Once again, we see the signature materials of modernism, glass and concrete. But here they were used to serve a specific therapeutic purpose. Large glass facades and thoughtfully placed windows were designed to flood the interiors with abundant natural daylight, which is known to have positive psychological and physiological effects. The spaces were generous and airy, avoiding the claustrophobic feel of older institutional buildings. The functional layout was also key. Room distribution was meticulously planned to enhance patient comfort and streamline the work of medical staff. The goal was to create an environment that was not only efficient, but also humane and supportive. Jeanneret's approach transformed the hospital from a sterile, intimidating institution into a place of light, air, and healing. It demonstrated his profound belief that good design isn't just about aesthetics. It's about improving the human experience, whether in a home, a museum, or a place of recovery. From social housing in Paris to a healing center in Nice, Pierre Jeanneret's work in France reveals an architect deeply committed to using modernism as a tool for social good. He wasn't just building structures. He was designing better ways to live, work, and heal. His French projects, though perhaps less famous than his work in India, are a crucial part of his legacy, showing his versatility and his unwavering belief in the power of architecture to shape a better world. Thank you so much for joining me on this architectural tour of Pierre Jeanneret's France. What did you find most surprising about his work? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more stories from the world of design and architecture. See you in the next one.